On this bumpy 50-point inspection from Breakaway Beerworks, I have a beer that I don't really know what it's actually called. I call it Petrichor. It could be Petrichor. I don't know. You decide. Anyways, this is a New England style double IPA. It comes in at 8.6% ABV. There's no information on this beer. I've looked on the websites trying to find out what hops they're using. Basically, all I found is that it's a good beer to have in the fall with plenty of citrus and fruity flavors. So let me go ahead and just crack this one open, and yeah, let's get this inspection underway. Right, so it pours with a very tight, kind of creamy white head. The color of the beer itself is like a copper orange. It has a haze to it, but not super murky. I can still make shadowy objects through. So as far as a New England IPA goes, it's just on the hazy side. Anyways, the aromas on this one. Yeah, I get kind of an apricot, a slight citrusy note, kind of on the orange side. A little bit of some like caramel malt, breadiness. It has a bit of a sweetness to the smell. All right, well, let's get into this one. Cheers. Yeah, a bit on the bready side. I would say a touch of caramel note there to the malt. The flavors from the hops, I mean, it's just kind of got this kind of fruitiness to it. I would say it does lean towards the apricot type flavors. The citrus in this very dialed back on the palate. Going into the finish of the beer, when you really start to notice the bitterness, I'd say this one's moderately bitter. There's a bit of a grain note actually coming through from the malt in the finish, and then that bitterness is maybe a bit of a citrus rind, but I'd say there's a touch of a pininess as well. Body on it seems to be a medium body. Slight stickiness to the palate. A little bit drying. Medium carbonation. Yeah, I'd say the aftertaste on this one is not that desirable. All right, well, let's go ahead and give this one a score. For the appearance, because this one is from New England and it's called the New England IPA, and it was basically just a light haze, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 6. The aromatics on this one, even though the bread notes are nice, so the malt, the bread, kind of caramel note, nice on the malt. Hops left a little bit to be desired. I'm going to give the total aroma score a 7 out of 10. Going into the flavors, the upfront maltiness was nice, but getting into the finish on this one, with that kind of grain note and everything coming through, it kind of ruined it. This one really doesn't have a good aftertaste. The finish to this beer, it's really not that great. And the hops in the center of the beer also do not give off any real great flavor notes. It's really hard to detect any real flavors out of it. I'm going to give it a 12 out of 19 for the flavors. Body on it was fine. It's that nice medium body. I would say medium to full, actually. It does leave a stickiness on the palate. It is drying. The body, though, I'm going to give a 5 out of 5. And for my overall in this one, I'm not enjoying it all that much. It's like you've already heard everything that I've complained about with it. I'm at a 4 out of 10 for my overall. So that's going to leave this Petrichor New England Style Double IPA from Breakaway Beerworks with a BuMpY 33 out of 50, which is just going to leave this as drinkable. So I want to say cheers. Thank you all for watching.